Right, there is just hours to go until England kick off their Euro 2024 quarter-final against Switzerland in Dusseldorf. As you can see, we've got both our reporters in Germany up for you to have a chat with our chief reporter, Kaveh Solhekol, who is at the England team hotel. We'll speak to him in just a moment. But first, we're going to start with our senior reporter, Rob Dorsett. Rob, good to see you, as ever. The news last night is it's set to be 3 at the back. We've been talking about that quite a while since you told us that last night. And a change in role for a number of players in the 11 as a result of that.
Yeah, look, Matt, I don't think you can overestimate just what a seismic change this is from the England manager. Look, I've had a couple of mates ring me over the last few days because we've been talking about this, expecting this for the last few days. We told you about it 3 days ago on Sky Sports News that this was in Gareth Southgate's planning. And a few mates have rung me and said, Rob, why are you making such a big deal about a change of formation? Happens at club football all the time. Yes, it does, but it doesn't happen with England. This was not part of Gareth Southgate's plan. The last time England played with 3 centre-backs was the final of the last Euros 3 years ago. He hasn't used it in a competitive match since. It was not in the game plan. It was not in the personnel that he selected when he selected his 20-man squad. It's an absolutely radical but pragmatic change from the England manager, brought about for 2 reasons, I think. Firstly, the fact that Mark Gay is suspended. He's been England's best and most consistent defender in the middle of that England back 4, as it has been in the tournament up till now. But also because Southgate has accepted what we've all seen. England haven't been playing well enough. They haven't been getting enough width. So he had to change something. It's something he's been working on for the last few days in training, talked to the players about what he was planning to do, and they've been trying it out in various sort of formations beyond the 3 at the back in the last few days with various personnel in each different position. And the news we brought you last night is that we do expect Southgate to go to a back 3, and that's big news for Ezri Konsa for a start, because he's the man I expect to come in place of Mark Gay in the centre of England's defence. His first start in a major tournament, and it will happen at a time when England are having a radical rehaul. He'll win his 6th England cap tonight on a huge stage when England are trying something out for the first time. So a huge moment for the Aston Villa defender, but one that he feels he can take very, very confidently, and the England manager Gareth Southgate does as well. And then you start looking at the wing backs. Who is he going to go for? This was a key decision, and I'm expecting Bukayo Saka to start at left wing back, and that is really, really significant because Saka hasn't played left back for Arsenal since May 2021. He hasn't played there as a wing back for England since September 2022, so almost 2 years since he's done it for country. 3 years since he's done it for his club, switching from right wing to left wing back. That's a fundamental change in role for him, one that he said he's not too keen on. But we think he's doing that because Luke Shaw isn't fit. Gareth Southgate can't take the risk on the Manchester United fullback yet. Hasn't played any football since February, remember. So that's on the left. On the right, I'm expecting it to be Kieran Trippier. Straight throw up there between him and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Southgate spoke glowingly about Trippier in the news conference last night. He offers a little bit more defensively than Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Southgate, I think, feels he wants that and wants the experience, because when I say England last played this formation at the final of the last Euros, guess who played right wing back then? Kieran Trippier did. So I don't think there's any huge surprises there. Further forward in the team, well, we wait to see exactly how it pans out, but it looks like it's going to be Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden both playing as number 10 behind Harry Kane, which is big news in its own right. How will that work? England haven't tried that before. Will they make the same runs? Well, how will their communication and understanding be? That's a key one. And then in the midfield, is it Kobbie Mainoo or is it Conor Gallagher that plays alongside Declan Rice? Probably Kobbie Mainoo, we think. But you can see just how seismic these changes are for a huge, huge game against a Switzerland side that are bang in form and have been playing much better in this tournament than England have. Simple as that. So a bit of a gamble from Gareth Southgate for sure, but one that's a calculated gamble, he feels.
Right, Kaveh, I'm going to come to you on this next. Obviously, there was a big clamour, wasn't there, for some sort of change, whether that be personnel, whether that be formation. If it is 3 at the back, as we suspect, with Saka on the left, with Trippier on the right, is that going to be the change that can spark this England team into life? Because so far, it's not been great watching, has it?
Yeah, well, I think personally it would be good for England to switch to 3 at the back. I don't think it would be a huge surprise. I don't think it would be revolutionary. It's something that Gareth Southgate has done before. The previous Euros, at Wembley. They used 3 at the back against Germany. They used 3 at the back in the final against Italy. Gareth Southgate has always said that the really good teams are fluid when it comes to formations. They can play in a variety of formations, and they can also change formations during games as well. So I think it will be a positive for England to change formation, especially because they'll be matching Switzerland's formation as well. When it comes to the feeling in the camp and whether there'll be an improved performance today, I think the signs are good. I think the real spark was, of course, Jude Bellingham's wonder goal against Slovakia last week. I think that has lifted the mood. And Gareth Southgate said last night, as you're about to hear, that he feels there's a real buzz about the players because they can see a Euro semi-final on the horizon.
Well, Kaveh, Southgate wants his team, he mentioned Jude Bellingham as well, he wants them to play with real passion, but a few of them are treading a fine line, aren't they? Because we've got a few players on yellow cards.
Yes, there are 5 players on yellow cards, and if they pick up another yellow card today and England win, then those 5 players would miss the semi-final against the Netherlands or Turkey on Wednesday night in Dortmund. Those 5 players are Jude Bellingham, also Phil Foden, Kieran Trippier, Kobbie Mainoo and Conor Gallagher. So those 5 players have to be very careful against Switzerland today. But UEFA have confirmed that after today's game, all yellow cards will be wiped. So those 5 yellow cards wouldn't be carried over into any potential semi-final. But if any of those 5 players did get another yellow card today and England won, then they wouldn't be able to play in the semi-final.
Fingers crossed. Right, Rob, Kaveh, thank you very much. You'll be hearing from both of them throughout the day.